up, brothers and sisters? Thank you for coming back to watch this video and more for videos in our channel, and also for subscribing. Thank you so much. So today we are going to look at AES, the Alliance of Sahel States, that is Niger, Burkina Faso and Mali. You know, when Niger said enough is enough, Mohamed Bazoum, you can go to hell, we are taking our country back, ECOWAS imposed sanctions. You remember? Mm-hmm. Then Nigeria even cut off electricity, and we were saying, wow, what will the hospitals do? Then, you know, them and the West started celebrating, oh, Niger in darkness. Mm-hmm. Then these things never worked, because the people of Niger were like, no, we keep on, you know, pushing. Mm-hmm. And they pushed until the military was out, right? Then remember also, ECOWAS threatened of a military intervention. That was But
the Senate said nah.
Yeah, the Senate said no, but still, you know, the other states of the ECOWAS were being pushed by France, especially the ones that are puppets, to send their military to. It never worked. We remember that Niger closed the airspaces. These countries said, France, you cannot bring Air France back. They also say, France said we are not going to adopt a lot of things. Then all these things never worked, because Mali and Burkina Faso said, if you touch them, it's like you're touching us. Remember, they also went and set themselves in Burkina Faso, and we had reports that even the Wagner forces from Russia went with them, waiting for these guys to come. So, tail back between the legs, and all this was folded. So, great news coming from the meetings of foreign ministers, which was held there. That is the meetings of foreign ministers of the Alliance of the Sahel States, that is AES, held on November 30 and December 1st, that is yesterday in Bamako. Remember, we reported that this week, in which even the president of Niger went to Mali and Burkina Faso as this was being introduced. Do you know what they did? Among other things, they said they want a common currency and a federation instantly, immediately.
Because we saw the ministers of finance and business having their own separate meetings.
Yeah.
One thing I hoped for is that these people will talk about their own money, because there's nothing you can budget for if you are still being controlled by France with their CFA, very useless currency. And to see these people moving the way we expected them to move is
good. So, you know what is happening? So, on the 24th of November, that is about last week or so, 2023, there's this man. His name is Jean-Claude Cassibrou, who's the governor of the Banque Centrale des États de l'Afrique de l'Ouest. That is the central bank of the West African states. The ECOWAS has their central bank. This is the central bank of the 14 Francophone countries
in West Africa.
Yeah, and this central bank is not like a complete central bank. You know, this kind of a central bank should be huge. But now, this central bank is like controlled by France, because you cannot be a central bank if you're not controlling your monetary policies. No. You're not controlling your money, you're not printing your monies, and it's being printed somewhere else. It's being stored somewhere else, the reserves are somewhere else.
And why do they need the central bank for all these countries? Why can't?
It's like you have the main, which is the France monetary system, France central bank. Then you have a head, like a hub, that seems like it's given conditions by the main bank. It's good to have a, you know, like Africa should have Africa Central Bank. It's there, but it doesn't work.
But this one is France, it's French.
So now that this is supposed to be for the 14 Francophone countries, but in reality, it's not a central bank. It's just a bank that is there. So this guy was sent by, let's say he was sent by his masters to come and negotiate with the AES so that they stop this new, because they want to check out their own currency for the AES. So they are told, no, don't leave the Fcfa. And for us, if you don't, we are going to remove all the sanctions. So it's like it's tied, we say, string attached. Do not leave the Fcfa, and we will remove all sanctions. The sanctions that are not working. How? This guy had a heads up. Like, those ministers are meeting, and one of their recommendations,
you need to stop them,
must be a common currency. And like, man, I have to go. So, yo, can you go and tell them to stop? We are going to remove the sanctions. Because these guys are scared. If those guys develop their common currency, mashallah, it will be done.
And it's already done.
But when they are still using the Fcfa,
reliance on France, they can still pinch you, they can still not give you enough money just to make you feel a little bit and start to talk to them and negotiate some things.
And imagine some years back, ECOWAS decided that to be having their own common currency, and they called it the ECO. It was a beautiful idea. I was up to it. I was celebrating because I knew these guys were going far, and I knew that the CFA had been a pain in the tail. So I was celebrating, but something happened. Alassane Ouattara, the president of Cote d'Ivoire, the most beautiful puppet of French Africa.
France in Africa.
Yes. This guy gave it to Emmanuel Macron, and we didn't even understand what happened. This was something that all the West African states were up to it. But immediately this guy gave it to the French. We saw Emmanuel Macron saying, now this will replace the FCA.
So
from nowhere. This is not your invention. This is not your money.
Okay, let's say it replaces it's our continent, it's our country.
It's only that it will be the CFA with a different name. Nigeria and Ghana pulled out, and a lot of other countries so it died.
Yeah.
So these ministers of economy and finance recommended the creation of a stabilization fund and an AES investment bank, as well as the establishment of a committee responsible for deepening discussions on questions of economic and monetary union. So the days of CFA franc are,
especially in the AES states.
Yeah, in those states, because let me tell you something. This is AES. If they manage to get there, if we say by next year March, inshallah, they'll be having their own currency. We'll be talking about another superpower house that has been started. Do you think that Sierra Leone, Guinea, maybe Ghana would not want to join the AES? Of course, the young people are coming up. They say, no, we are joining the AES, and the AES already have their conditions for joining. You cannot come if you are puppet.
Exactly.
Tinubu cannot
cleanse yourself first.
Tinubu cannot be allowed to join because he's a puppet. Even Ouattara of Cote d'Ivoire, the lapdog of France.
I can't wait to hear what Kemi Seba has to say about this, because this is something he's been advocating for, and to see it finally happening, especially with brothers who are straight, brothers who know what they want. Man, it's worth celebrations all over Africa. It's meant, we just need to shower these guys with celebrations and appreciation, because this is something Africans always thought it's probably impossible. You rely on these guys, and we are being shown the way of non-reliance, non-attachment to all these stupid nations that are here to exploit us.
Let us know what you think on the comment section. Are you celebrating that these guys have decided? And the best thing about it, they don't mince their words, and they don't say 2063. No, they say it's now.
Or never.
Let us know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and also share this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.